The funeral of Gerry Adams Sr. and a show of family and political unity. But Gerry Adams Jr., the president of Sinn Féin, had been aware for some time of two very dark family secrets. Since 1987, that his brother Liam had sexually abused his young daughter Anya, and since the 1990s that his father was also an abuser. In 2009, the Sinn Féin leader went public.
In the course of dealing with the issue of Anya and the injustice done to her, a family member told me that they had been abused, and I immediately brought all my siblings together, and we tried to deal with that as a collective. And then I went and spoke to my father about it. I confronted him.
The nature of the abuse by your father, what was it?
It was physical, it was psychological, it was emotional, and it was sexual. And for me, you know, one of the big questions is, why didn't I notice it? And
Brothers, sisters?
Well, I don't want to deal with the detail of it, but clearly it was with my siblings without getting into the detail.
The Sinn Féin leader made those remarks at a time when his brother had fled south to avoid charges of sexually abusing his daughter, Anya. Liam Adams was later extradited. It was here in Dundalk on a rainy day while out for a walk in the year 2000 that Gerry Adams says his brother confessed to sexually abusing his daughter but claimed it only happened once. 7 years later, the Sinn Féin leader, after his party had voted to accept the PSNI, made his first statement to the police about the abuse allegation, leaving himself open to the accusation of withholding information. It wasn't, however, until 2009, 9 years after that Liam Adams reported admission, that Gerry Adams in his second statement told the police that his brother had confessed to him. He said he did not see Liam Adams as a danger to children.
Hindsight's a great person to have at any meeting. Well, all I know is that my concern was to ensure that no one else was being abused, to ensure that those who were abused had every assistance and support, and as they were adults dealing with historic crimes, that they had the right. It wasn't up to me to be the person who decides what course of action to take, that they had the right to take their own decisions.
In the years since Liam Adams reported admission to his brother, he worked at youth centres in West Belfast, where Gerry Adams was the MP, and in Dundalk, where he is now a TD. The centres said they were unaware of the allegations against him and that he had been police-checked. They say they were also unaware of Liam Adams' reported admission to his brother that he was a child sex abuser. Gerry Adams says that because of Anya's accusation, he was estranged from his brother, and that without telling people why, he moved quickly to get him expelled from Sinn Féin. But during the first court case, Gerry Adams was shown several photographs of himself and his brother together, and was asked about his several references to Liam Adams in his autobiography. The Sinn Féin leader denied lying about the extent of their dealings, saying he had never said there was no contact. Liam Adams, it also emerged, had not been expelled from Sinn Féin, but was photographed and written about in various articles in Dundalk, and was also involved in the party in West Belfast. Gerry Adams has said he was unaware of his brother's Sinn Féin involvement in the city, which he described as deplorable and reprehensible. The first case collapsed for legal reasons in April. It's unlikely the Sinn Féin leader will suffer at the polls. Most will probably see the case as a family trauma. There's little question, though, that the person who has suffered most trauma is the victim, the young girl whose private torment took centre stage in this most public of trials. Shane Harrison, BBC Newsline.